please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Straight to the action on Dalal Street now. For the second straight session after the union budget, markets ended with deep cuts in trade, but the bulls are down but not out. Both Sensex and Nifty managed to recoup some losses after opening with deeper cuts. Sensex recovered over 200 points but still ended with losses of 300 points. Nifty was also down 1%. The recovery in the mid-caps was even sharper. The mid-cap index recouped about 575 points, pretty much wiping out all of the losses to end marginally in the red. There is no respite for bank stocks. They led the fall today as well, with the index slipping over 1%. Anuj Singhal, as always, joins us with an analysis of the trading action. Anuj?
Well, sharp recovery for the market in the last hour today. In fact, today was a good day for the market. Don't let the index confuse you, because the index was down for a particular reason. The HDFC twins, a couple of other heavyweights were down quite a bit. And even on the index, actually, if you bought the morning, you made a lot of money by the end of the day, because the index did recover almost 80 to 100 points. But the mid-cap index recovered 500 points, or rallied 500 points from the lowest point. So clear signs of buying in quality mid-cap names is what you saw in today's trade. But because the index was down, let's start with the losers first. The HDFC twins dragged the markets quite a bit. Larsen & Toubro, ICICI, TCS, Bajaj Finance, they were all down. On the way up, Bharti Airtel was the top gainer. And of course, there were other stocks like Tata Motors, ITC, Maruti, HPCL, Tech Mahindra. These stocks looked good, but real story was being played out in the mid-cap space. PC Jeweler, for example, was up big time, and some good quality names like Canfin Homes, Ashok Leyland, United Breweries, NIIT Tech, Escorts, even Reliance Capital, all these stocks were seeing big 8-10% rallies intraday. So today clearly was a day of the buyers. It would be interesting to see if tomorrow, once we have the global setup in place, whether this recovery could continue, or was today going to be a bit of a suckers rally. I think we'll find out soon enough.
Indeed we will. Anuj, thank you very much for joining us with all of that action. Now, Dalal Street should not expect any tax relief, at least in the near term. That's the message from Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who sat down with Network 18's Editor-in-Chief Rahul Joshi for his most comprehensive post-budget interview yet. Jaitley ruled out any relief on short-term capital gains tax after the budget imposed a 10% tax on long-term capital gains. Jaitley also warned that crude price rise is a worry and that prices are currently at the outmost periphery of his comfort. The Finance Minister also quelled rumours of any early election to the Lok Sabha.
You know, a day after the budget, the Sensex went down over 800 points. You know, the sentiment has taken a little bit of a knock because of, long-term capital gains. Also, I think there was an expectation that you'd probably withdraw STT, which did not happen. Any changes likely in the next few?
For the present structure continues. I don't think I can lead to any speculation by saying there is the idea of any change has not crossed our mind. After all, the STT did exist even when the short-term capital gain was there. As far as oil prices are concerned, as I've already said, we are almost on the outer periphery of comfort. And therefore, if it rises further, then of course it throws up a challenge as far as inflation is concerned.
So are lower interest rates now a thing of the past? I mean, we don't see them happening.
I don't see that, you see, because I think one thing that I have learned is on oil prices, what will happen 2 months from today, not to go by the conventional wisdom of what is told to you. Right. Because nobody told me about the decrease of the oil prices, that it will go down to $28, and nobody told me that it will come back to $70. Now this is contrary. We were told that $60 now would be the outer limit, and shale gas would balance it. Right. And therefore, let's see how the changes take place.
कुछ बातचीत ये गर्मी पकड़ रही है कि लोकसभा और विधानसभा के चुनाव साथ में किए जाएं।
मुझे संभावना नहीं दिखती।
तो आप नहीं कह रहे हैं कि एडवांस नहीं होंगे ये?
चुनाव साथ हो ये सरकार चाहती है जी, लेकिन डेट एडवांस हो ये आवश्यक नहीं है।
ये इस बार तो आपको नहीं लगता कि नवंबर दिसंबर में राज्यों के चुनाव के संग सर?
नहीं, मुझे संभावना नहीं दिखती।
Now, the government has sacrificed robust macros in search of high growth. A stinging attack from former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram just days after the union budget. Speaking exclusively to Shireen Bhan, Chidambaram said the government leaps first and then looks back, and went on to accuse the centre of failing the fiscal and welfare tests. Listen in.
You see, this government leaps first and then looks. Before you introduce LTCG, you should have thought through the entire process. I have no objection to LTCG in respect of any asset class, but I would have serious doubts whether the last year of a government where economic growth has not picked up yet, where investments have not picked up yet, where bank credit to industry has not picked up yet, is this the right year to introduce LTCG? You have failed the fiscal consolidation test. Worse, where did this 54,000 crore go? Has it gone into public investment? No. Has it gone into more welfare programs? No. Has it gone into stimulating aggregate demand by cutting taxes for the consuming classes? No. Where is this 54,000 crore rupee gone? And add another 37,000 crore, which the ONGC gave them, which should also, according to me, part of the FD. This 91,000 crore rupees has gone into that deep hole which they have created. They had a good wicket to bat on when they came to bat. There was a momentum behind the economy, even according to their own numbers. 2013-14 was 6.4%, 2014-15 7.5%, 2015-16 8, now revised to 8.2, and then they blew it. And having blown it, they don't know how to pull back the economy.
That was the former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram attacking the government for its union budget. But now time for a quick break. Up next, the CBI books top jewellery designer Nirav Modi in a cheating case. More on this after the break. Welcome back. You're watching Reporter's Diary on CNBC TV18. Now, top jewellery designer Nirav Modi has been booked by the CBI in a cheating case. The billionaire diamond merchant, along with his brother and wife, is accused of cheating Punjab National Bank of over 280 crore rupees. Utkarsh Chaturvedi joins us now with more details. Utkarsh, what exactly does the FIR say?
It is only after Punjab National Bank went ahead and complained against two of its officials and the company of Nirav Modi and two others that a charge sheet has been filed, and that is the only basis at this point of time on which CBI has taken an FIR. There is no investigation yet done by CBI, but let's have a look at the charge sheet. The charge sheet claims of forgery of around 280 crore rupees by Nirav Modi and two officials of Punjab National Bank themselves. Nirav Modi, his brother, his wife and a business partner have been named in the FIR, and then two employees of PNB have also been named in the FIR. Now a case of 420, which is cheating and forgery, has been filed against Nirav Modi. Now the whole case is about issuing 8 letters of understanding. Now what a letter of understanding is? A letter of import credit which has been issued in a wrongful manner, and that is why it is under scanner. So at this point of time the FIR has been taken. We'll have to really wait and watch of how the investigations take place from here, because till this point of time it is the PNB version which the CBI is believing, but CBI will go ahead and do its own investigations, and in that we'll have to really see what comes out.
All right, Utkarsh, thank you for bringing us up to speed with that. But now on to the latest in the race for acquiring Bhushan Steel. Remember, this is one of the NCLT cases, one of the most prized catches, in fact, and there was a lot of interest among domestic players for acquiring this asset. But in a strange turn of events, only 2 players, aside from the employees of the company itself, have submitted binding bids to acquire Bhushan Steel. Now, one of them is Tata Steel, and the other one is JSW Steel in a consortium with a Piramal Stressed Asset Fund along with Bain. Now, bankers estimate that given that the company's sustainable debt was 26,000 crore rupees, the bids will be upwards of 26,000 crore rupees. So expect anywhere between 26 to 30,000 crore rupees. Remember, the liquidation value of the company is about 15,000 crore rupees. So, but there'll still be a significant haircut that the banks will have to undertake. Parallelly, they are also looking to invoke the promoter, that is Neeraj Singhal's personal guarantee, to recover some of the additional dues that they can while the case is, under NCLT proceedings, we wrote to all of the companies concerned. ArcelorMittal, which was seen as a strong contender, denied submitting a bid, whereas JSW Steel declined to comment on CNBC TV18's query. Tata Steel said that they continue to look at many assets as part of this process, but did not confirm their bid for Bhushan Steel. And ArcelorMittal, as I said, also denied submitting a bid for the company. All right, moving on then to more action from the court space. Now, debt-laden JP Infratech seems to have failed itself to save itself, rather, from insolvency proceedings. The Supreme Court today refused to stay the bidding process that was initiated to buy the JP Infra through the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Court. This comes after the parent company JP Associates failed to submit about 2,000 crore rupees as ordered by the court to refund the home buyers. JP was able to submit only 550 crore rupees, prompting the Supreme Court then to restore insolvency proceedings against its subsidiary JP Infratech. Staying with court action, the Apex Court today dismissed an appeal by Hotel Leela Ventures against the Airport Authority of India. The court asked the company to pay 258 crore rupees to AAI as royalty for the land leased by the airport operator near the Mumbai airport. The dispute relates to the payment of minimum guaranteed royalty amount on the land that was leased by AAI to Hotel Leela for the construction of another hotel. More from the court corner then. Competition Commission of India and Reliance Jio have moved the Supreme Court against the Delhi High Court order staying CCI probe versus Vodafone, Idea and Airtel in connection to the case of alleged cartelization by these companies. The Apex Court has refused to stay the Delhi High Court's order injuncting the CCI probe, but has agreed to hear the CCI and Reliance Jio pleas. On that note, it's time for a short break, but coming up on Reporter's Diary.
सभापति महोदय, पकोड़ा बनाना कोई शर्म की बात नहीं है, इसको भिक्षुक के साथ कंपेयर करना शर्म की।
In his maiden speech in Rajya Sabha, BJP President Amit Shah hits back at the Congress. More on that after the break. Welcome back. You're watching Reporter's Diary. And now let's cut across to the Overdrive Awards with the best and brightest of auto minds where they will be present. We have Ronojoy Banerjee joining us live. Ron, ahead of the Auto Expo, what are you really expecting the key talking points at the Overdrive Awards will be?
Well, we're just moments away, Ritu, from the start of the CNBC TV18 Overdrive Awards. And this is the 18th such award. So in that sense, we've turned 18. So it's a momentous year for all of us also here at CNBC TV18 and Overdrive. So that's the stage. That's where we're going to see like some of the key policymakers, industry captains come together. And that is what CNBC TV18 Overdrive Awards has stood for over the years. A one-stop shop, a platform that brings policymakers and industry together to really not just celebrate the past, which is what we're going to do. We have 24 categories of awards this year, but also deliberate about the future. Because when we talk about the future, it's a little tricky right now for the auto industry, especially as they have to navigate this whole thrust towards electrification. And that is why this year one of the themes is getting electric. So all our viewers out there, if you want to tweet, just tweet, getting electric. Ask your questions, because we're going to have two senior cabinet ministers. Mr. Nitin Gadkari will be here shortly, the road transport minister, and thereafter we'll also have Dharmendra Pradhan, the oil minister, because both are very, very important stakeholders. Nitin Gadkari's ministry, road transport ministry, of course, is the nodal ministry along with heavy industry ministry for the automobile industry. The oil ministry has also become very important, especially towards the thrust towards BS6. And remember, today, the court hearings has also thrown up this question of that Delhi now should become completely BS6 by April 2019. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. So these are some of the issues that we're going to unpack. How and what is really the roadmap going forward when we have to move towards electrification? Because by the year 2030, SIAM, it's not the government, but SIAM themselves have said that they will be ready to move 40% of personal cars to electric. And just to keep that number at the back of your mind, today the overall car market is about 2 million. By 2030, we're expecting the overall car market to be around 8 million. That is a conservative number. 40% of that, we're talking over 3 million electric cars, which will be more than all of the cars put together today. So is that possible? Is that just, is that just sort of a headline? Or is there some reality to it? So these are some of the questions that we're going to unpack, delve into. And the larger issue, whether IC engines, the internal combustion engines that have powered the automobile industry for over 100 years, is that now nearing its end? So a whole host of things, issues and topics to discuss, and this is the forum where some of the key issues are highlighted and discussed and a policy roadmap is prepared. So watch out at 7:30 p.m. We will be cutting live to this event, so don't miss out on all the fun.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ronald Joy. 7:30 p.m. is when we'll be cutting in live to the CNBC TV18 Overdrive Awards. Now, moving on quickly in the political arena, BJP President Amit Shah, in his maiden speech in the Rajya Sabha, hit back at the Congress for its pakora seller jibe. Remember, Prime Minister Modi in an interview had said that a person selling pakoras is self-employed, rejecting criticism that his government has failed to create jobs. Former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram had slammed the Prime Minister, calling his pakora jibe an insult to small business owners. Today, the BJP President took this opportunity to respond to the former Finance Minister. Listen in.
अभी मैं पढ़ रहा था, चिदम्बरम साहब का ट्वीट पढ़ रहा था कि मुद्रा बैंक के तहत पकोड़े लगाने का किसी ने ठेला लगा दिया। इसको रोजगारी कहते हैं। हाँ, मैं मानता हूं कि बेरोजगारी से तो अच्छा है कि कोई युवा मजदूरी कर मेहनत कर पकोड़ा लगा, अपने परिश्रम से पसीना बहाकर हजारों लाखों करोड़ों युवा जो स्वरोजगारी की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, पकोड़ा बना रहे हैं, छोटी छोटी स्वरोजगारी ले रहे हैं, उसको आप भिक्षुक के साथ कंपेयर करेंगे? किस प्रकार की ये मानसिकता है? सभापति महोदय, पकोड़ा बनाना कोई शर्म की बात नहीं है, इसको भिक्षुक के साथ कंपेयर करना शर्म की बात है।
All right, on that note, it's a wrap on this edition of Reporter's Diary. Up next is a special show, Budget Verdict. Thank you very much for watching.